I'm Melissa Darnay, and you are sipping with the Wine Maven. In the tasting room with me is Captain Mike, owner of Big D Cats. Captain Mike, tell us about your flagship boat, the Chamonix II.
Chamonix II is the largest catamaran in Texas, and we have a large platform designed for sailing and taking large groups.
Well, I'm definitely ready for a party on the water. Captain Mike, how many people does the Chamonix II hold?
We can hold 105 people, but comfortably about 80 people on evening cruises.
Wonderful. You know, I've been on the Chamonix II at least a dozen times for weddings, parties, corporate events, and sunset sails. And let me tell you, it is fun, fun, fun. And ladies, just between us, since I know you're going to be drinking wine on board, the bathrooms are awesome.
We do make an effort to keep them functional and clean.
And you do. Now, Captain Mike, do you do a lot of big parties on the Chamonix II?
We host all types of group parties, from corporate events to private parties, weddings.
Wonderful. Now, your holiday parties, do those book up quickly?
It is recommended if you want a weekend that we do it at least 90 days in advance.
Absolutely. Now, the wonderful thing about booking a party on the Chamonix II is you get to take your own wine. So after you call Captain Mike to book your event, be sure to call me, and I'll make sure you have plenty of liquid love for your floating party. Now, speaking of wine, let's try the Evo Chardonnay. The grapes for this wine were grown in the Santa Lucia Highlands in California, which is a very sought-after appellation for Chardonnay as well as Pinot Noir. It's characterized by cool morning fog and breezes from Monterey Bay, followed by warm, sunny afternoons. Kind of like the weather we get on Lake Louisville, huh?
Yes, in the summer.
Now, before we taste the wine, Mike, I'd like you to go ahead and swirl it. Swirling opens up the wine and releases the aromas. Now, when you swirl, think about creating a crazy ocean storm in your glass. Now, the Chamonix II, it can handle big ocean waves, can it?
It sure can.
I know it can, but we don't get waves like that on Lake Louisville.
Not most of the time.
Okay. Now, I'd like you to go ahead and smell. Now you're going to get aromas of apple, citrus, melon, and of course some oak. So let's go ahead and taste it. Do you taste both the apples and the oak?
Yes.
Great. Now for those of you who love big, bold Chardonnays, you're going to love this paired with a glass. But since I like my wine paired with food, let's see what Chef Stacy of Cater 10 has created for us today. Hello. Captain Mike was here. Now, Chef Stacy, did you cook in your bikini?
I did.
I'm sure you wanted to be ready for a party on the Chamonix.
Seriously, we are out of here soon. For you, Mike, in honor of you, Captain Mike, I made Chilean sea bass. Very simple to make and so delicious, and some little veggies.
My favorite.
Fun.
Well, you get not only the wonderful sea bass, but you get a chef in a bikini. How about that? So if you'd go ahead
and... I get to taste it?
You get to taste it. He's like, I want to taste it. So go ahead and taste that Chilean sea bass and see how it tastes. The drum roll, please. It's all quiet. No one knows what to say to a chef in a bikini.
Very good.
I've heard a few things.
Now go ahead and take a sip with it before you swallow. Mike can't decide if he wants to eat his fish or ogle Chef Stacy. Now I've made him blush. We like to make men blush on our show.
We'll have time for ogling on the show.
What do you think of that pairing?
It's very good.
Great.
Very good.
Now, Captain Mike, if you want to get this recipe, all you need to do is go to Stacy's website at cater10.com. But how can people get more information about booking a party on the Chamonix II?
The best way is to go to our website at bigdcats.com, give us a call or send us an email, and we'd be happy to talk to you about your party.
Wonderful. Not only can you book a fun company party on the water, but you already know where you can get the wine, as well as the bikini-clad caterer for your event.
Well, we'd love to stay and chat, but let's move this party to the Chamonix II.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.